Hi, this is Sri Priya Madan from Shishti Technology Labs. In this session, let us learn about the basics of Java. We will be going through what is Java, what is Java-C and Java. I will also explain what is JVM. Then we will dive through the concepts of OOPS, and I'll explain how to download and install Java and Eclipse, the IDE. Eclipse is an IDE which helps to create Java applications. What is Java? Java is an object-oriented programming language. In Java, everything moves around an object. What is an object? Anything can be an object. A pen, a laptop, a mobile, an employee, a student, anything can be an object. An object has state and behavior. We will be seeing all these in detail. Java is platform independent. How? The Java program is both compiled and interpreted. Let us see this in detail. How it is platform independent. The Java program, what you are going to write, is both compiled and interpreted. You write a source code and you save the file as a .java file. You compile it. The compiler what you are going to use is called as Java-C. While you compile, you get a code which is called as the bytecode. This bytecode is also called as a class file. This class file is platform independent. Now, I take this class file, I interpret it using the interpreter. The interpreter is nothing but Java. Java has got JVM inside it. What is JVM? Java Virtual Machine. So, now I take the bytecode, which is a class file, and I interpret it to get the corresponding machine's machine code. So, this bytecode is platform independent. You can take this bytecode anywhere and you can run your Java application, provided you have the JVM installed in that system. I'll explain it here. Java is also an architecturally neutral language. You write the source code, you compile it, you get a class file. The class file, you are going to run it in 3 different machines which is running in Windows, Linux and Mac operating system. If these machines have JVM installed, it will allow your Java program to run comfortably. So the class file is platform independent, but the JVM is platform dependent. That is why Java is called as write once, run anywhere. If JVM is installed in any machine, your Java program can run comfortably. What is JDK? JDK is Java Development Kit. JRE is Java Runtime Environment. JDK is used to develop the Java programs. It has got a compiler, a debugger to compile the Java program and to get the class file. What is JRE? JRE is the Java Runtime Environment. It has got the JVM, the class libraries. These are the inbuilt class libraries and the other supporting files. JRE has a class loader, a bytecode verifier and the JVM. Inside JRE resides your JVM, which is responsible for converting your class file into machine code. We will see this now. Java Runtime Environment, JRE. JRE has a class loader, a bytecode verifier and JVM. The class loader loads the class file which comes inside the system. It verifies the bytecode for security and then the bytecode is given to the JVM. What is JVM? JVM is Java Virtual Machine. It is responsible for converting the class file into the corresponding machine's machine code. It is the interpreter. JVM is platform dependent. It has got a JIT compiler. What is a JIT compiler? JIT compiler helps to compile some portions of the code during the runtime. When you get input from the user and if you want to do runtime checks, it is done with the help of JIT compiler. It is available inside JVM. So, you have written one source code, you are saving the file as a .java file, you compile it, you get a class file, that is a .class file. This is also called as a bytecode. This bytecode is platform independent. Then with the help of JVM, you convert this bytecode into machine code. So, Java is platform independent, JVM is platform dependent. Next, we will move on to object-oriented programming concepts. The four main concepts of object-oriented programming are abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. What is abstraction? Hiding the unwanted details. Suppose say a driver is driving a car. He is not bothered how the engine is connected to the wheel or the brake, or how the wheel is connected to the accelerator. For him, as a layman, if he is pressing the brake, the car has to stop. If he is pressing the accelerator, the car has to move faster. He is not bothered about the back-end details. Similarly, if you are going to an ATM to take money, you are not bothered about how the ATM is holding the money or where exactly the money is put up. What you are bothered is when you enter your PIN number and ask to withdraw some amount, the ATM machine has to give the amount you are asking for. So, as a user, you are not bothered about the backend details. Similarly, in Java, the backend details are hidden totally from the user. This concept is called as abstraction. This is achieved with the help of abstract classes and interfaces in Java. We will be seeing this in the upcoming sessions. Encapsulation. Encapsulation helps to bind the code and data into an entity. For example, I am having a pen. If I am keeping the pen on the table, it means it can be accessed by everyone. If I am keeping my pen in my wallet, it means that it is a private property and it cannot be accessed by everyone. Similarly, encapsulation is achieved with the help of access specifiers in Java. The access specifiers are private, protected, and public. A class is encapsulated with instance variables and methods. In a class, if the variables and methods are private, they can be accessed only within a class. If the variables and method are made public, they can be accessed from everywhere. In this way, these access specifiers help in encapsulating a class. Polymorphism. What is polymorphism? Poly means many. One name that is taking many forms. That is one method name which is given different forms with the help of different parameter list. This is just used to save the namespace. There are two types of polymorphism. One is called as compile time polymorphism. The other one is called as a runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism is also called as overloading. In overloading, there are two types, method overloading and constructor overloading. What is overloading? Overloading means the method is overloaded with one to many parameters, and depending upon the call, that particular method will be called. This is called as compile time polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism, it is called as overriding. Overriding happens in a superclass subclass scenario. Overriding helps to give different functionality in a subclass which is totally different from a superclass. What I have shown here is overloading. Overloading happens in the same class. Overriding happens in a superclass subclass scenario. Overloading is called as compile time polymorphism. Why? Because when you are trying to call a overloaded method, if that particular method is not available, it will give you a compiler error. Overriding is called as runtime polymorphism. It happens on user's input only. That is why it is called as runtime polymorphism. We will be seeing this in detail. on these sessions. Inheritance. What is the use of inheritance? Inheritance is used for reusability. Suppose I am having an employee class and I am having a manager class. The employee class has its own members. What does an employee have? An employee has name, salary, ID and department. What does a manager have? Manager also has the same members like ID, name, salary and department. Rather than writing these variables again and again in each and every class, we are using inheritance. I can make manager class as a subclass of employee and use all the members of employee class. Inheritance is a property wherein one object is going to use the properties of other object. So manager can use all the properties of the employee class. Java supports simple and multi-level inheritance. What is simple inheritance? Here, class B extends class A. A is a superclass, B is a subclass. So class B can use all the methods and variables of class A, but the private members of the superclass cannot be used. This is called as multi-level inheritance. Here, class C extends B, B extends A. A is a superclass, B is a subclass, C is a subclass of B. It is something like grandfather, father, child. Child inherits father, father inherits grandfather. So obviously child can inherit all the properties of grandfather. C can use all the member variables of class A. In Java, the superclass for all the classes is object class. Now we have seen all the concepts of object orientation. Let me now show you how to download and install Java. To work with Java, you go to this particular link and download Java 7. Once it is done, the next step to do is to download and install Eclipse. What is Eclipse? Eclipse is an IDE, Integrated Development Environment. It helps to develop Java applications. You can download Eclipse Kepler from this link. This is a zip file. Extract this to a preferred location. You can have the shortcut in desktop. Now Eclipse is ready to use. So in this session, what we have seen is what is Java. Java is an object-oriented programming language. Java is platform independent. What is JDK and JRE? JDK is Java Development Kit, which helps to develop Java programs. JRE is Java Runtime Environment. JRE has JVM. JVM is nothing but Java Virtual Machine, which converts the class file into machine code. Here, Java is platform independent, JVM is platform dependent. That is why we are calling Java as write once, run anywhere. You write the source code once and you can run the Java program anywhere, provided you have installed JVM in your machine. Then we moved on to OOPS basics. We have seen what is abstraction, polymorphism, encapsulation and inheritance. Now let us have a small quiz. Java is platform independent. True or false? True. JVM is platform independent. True or false? False. Why? Because JVM varies from one OS to other OS, because it helps to convert your class file into that particular machine's machine code. What type of inheritance does Java support? Java supports only simple and multi-level. In the next session, we will be learning about the data types used in Java. Thank you.